From my kitchen in Los Angeles, this is Real News Daily with the news headlines for Saturday, July 12th. It's a little late for me to broadcast this, but it was a very early morning that I went to bed, so my apologies. Let's start today with the Bush former White House spokesman Tony Snow dies of cancer. He was 53 years old. He had his colon removed because of cancer in 2005, and in 2007 he announced the cancer had returned and that it had spread to his liver. In August of 2007, he announced he was going to quit being a spokesman and go back to the private sector because he was not making enough money. He has been very open about his cancer battle, and even though I don't share his political views, I think he was very brave to talk openly about his struggle with cancer, and I wish his family a lot of strength through these difficult times. Syria and Lebanon are to open embassies in each other's capital, French President Sarkozy says after talks in Paris today. This comes the day after his wife, Carla Bruni, released her new CD. Just very random. The two countries stopped diplomatic talks after former Prime Minister of Lebanon, Rafik Hariri, was assassinated in 2005. And Beirut had blamed Syria to be responsible for the attack. This was a while ago, but I still wanted to mention it. On July 1st, as in California, the law went in effect that you can't drive and be on your cell phone anymore without a hands-free device. In Holland, on July 1st, the Netherlands, where I'm from, the law came into effect. There's a ban in smoking in bars, restaurants, and clubs, which is a huge deal because you're always allowed to smoke inside. This also has a huge effect on all the coffee shops where you don't go in to have coffee, but of course to smoke weed. You cannot smoke joints anymore that contain tobacco. So there's other means that are being used, like smoking bongs and stuff like that. This is huge because my entire teenage years I would just go in a coffee shop and buy a joint and smoke it. And I'm also a cigarette smoker, but I live in California, so I'm used of being outlawed and outbanned because I smoke and quit. I try to quit a lot. Yesterday, Friday, July 11th, when I drove to work, I noticed that by every AT&T store and by the Beverly Center, there was a huge line to get into stores that sold the Apple iPhone because it released its new 3G version. Yesterday, stock prices in the morning dropped for two of the biggest mortgage companies, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Was a huge, their shares dropped a lot, and Wall Street, Dow Jones was reacting to it, and it was a horrible scare. By the end of the day, it had recovered a little bit because the government is looking into and pretty much promised that they would help out these two companies. Tour de France in Paris. The standings are the same, so I'm not gonna repeat them. I have mentioned them, the number 1, 2, and 3 for the last couple of days. Excuse me. The only thing I want to mention is that Mark Cavendish is only the second Brit to win 2 stages of the Tour de France in the same year, and today he won stage 8. So that's it for today. That's for Saturday, and I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, if I'm not hungover. Have a great weekend. From Real News Daily in Los Angeles, I'm Jaron Baumeier.